I'm Stephen Tocher. On today's episode of our weekend workouts, we're going to be doing week 3 of our hand weight workouts. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're going to be starting with our forearms and the palms of our hands facing inwards, okay? So on each curl as we come up, we twist all the way up, and we go all the way down to the same resting position, twist all the way up, and we just keep going until we do 6 per hand or 12 total. Now if you'd like, you can do 2 at the same time, and I'll show you the side view, or again, you can go one at a time. Now remember, for this pose, I have pulled my shoulders back, I have a straight back for the most part, and as we talked about earlier, I try to have my pelvis kind of forward, I've locked in my buttocks, and I try to continually have air in my stomach. So when I'm going from side to side, again I've pulled my arms all the way back, pelvis forward, kind of fill my tummy with air to make sure the weight doesn't affect my stomach or my organs, and I'm just going to go from side to side. Now much like last week when I was doing the obliques and I had one arm in the air, now I'm just trying to keep the weight held up by my shoulder muscles and by my back, and make sure that my arms are not being drooped while I'm doing the side obliques. So you want to do 16 to 20 of these, however many you feel comfortable with, or until you feel, the workout you start feeling tired. For me, it's about 20 to 25 before I start feeling tired with this. And again, it's nice and smooth motions. You don't want to hurt your back. And this is really going to help build up the sides of your abdomen or your obliques. If you know me, I love doing 2-for-1 exercises, getting the most out of our exercise, and since it's not a heavy weight, but we're still trying to work on our posture, I'm just going to quickly go through our posture before we continue, because I don't want anyone to get hurt, including myself. So, like I said before, you want to pull your shoulders back. You want to make your back nice and straight, and as you remember, I have a bit of a curved back, so it's as far as I can go. Pull my pelvis forward. I'm going to make sure I tighten up my butt cheeks. Grab some air to fill it into my abdominals so that my organs and everything stays nice and tight. Get proper posture. Make sure I lock my arms in. And remember, the weight is lower than it would be on a bar, so you got to scoop down the first time to pick up the weights properly, okay? So I'm going to scoop all the way down. I'm grabbing some air, and then I'm going to go up to here. I've exhaled a bit. Shrug. And as I come down, I'm not going to bend my knees that much. I'm only going to go to about here, to where the bars normally would go. Then I'm trying to keep my neck up a little bit, and then I'm going to pull up and shrug. Okay, and that's as I'm releasing the air as I'm talking. So I'm going to do them without talking, a few of them, just so you can hear the proper breathing. So here I go down. So as you can see, I'm locking all that air up about here before the lift. This is the initial lift, and then I start exhaling around here, and then I'm back to getting that air into my stomach, because as I've locked the air in, I'm on the way up. I'm making sure that I'm not hurting my back. I'm letting the air go, and I'm gradually letting the weights down. All right, so here we go. I'm going to take a step further than a normal walking step out, okay? Now I'm holding proper position, and I'm going to take my back foot and bend it all the way down, come back up, step back. Now you want to make it into a fluid motion. So step forward, come down, and then step back. All right, you want to do this anywhere between 6 to 8 times, even 10 times per leg, and this is really going to build your balance, and it is going to build up your midsection core, and it is also definitely going to work on your hamstrings and your quadriceps. Alright, so I grab the weights, same way I have before. Right? I'm holding to the best of my abilities, a straight back, pop my shoulders back to the best of my abilities, nice and straight. Now remember, with this exercise more than the other exercises, you really got to pull those weights back, because if you don't, your body's going to want to kind of lean forward, and if the weights are forward, you're going to fall forward. Alright, so take your time, open area. Start off nice and slow, okay? And remember, you're targeting the top kind of balls of your calf muscles, okay? So I'll just come here forward and talk to you a little more. And so you can go at different speeds. Okay, you can go into a wider stance if you'd like, and you can work on the inside of your calves. You can go in a little tighter and work on the outsides a little bit more. And again, go at whatever speed feels proper for you. You're going to be building up a lot of your stabilizer muscles in your legs. This is really going to help for your jumping, as well as if you're a runner or a sprinter. Calves, great twitch muscles for moving around and getting off the line. Now, we can either hold the weights at our sides, we can bring them up to our shoulders here, or we can turn them out like this. Now, I'm going to actually show you all three ways because there is no real preference to me. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to go into a sumo stance, which means I'm wider than my shoulders, and I'm going to go down to the bench, lightly touch, come back. We're doing these squats around 10 to 12 times, it's up to you. Okay, now I'm going to show you here where I'm resting the weights on my shoulders. Same idea, sumo squat, back up. Now I'm going to show you with the weights at my sides, just behind where my back would or where the bar would go behind my back. I'm going to go for a little bit of a tighter, so not a sumo squat. Go all the way down, come all the way back up. And remember, if you can look up or if you can look forward while you're doing the squats, you're probably going to hold a better posture. So I'm going all the way down, all the way up. Now remember, I'm taller, so I love to do the sumo squats. It really helps, especially when I want to plant my heels into the ground. Go all the way down, come all the way up. Alright, so I'm basically sitting down on a typical folding chair. If you have a hard chair at home, that's great. If you want to do it standing up, I don't really advise it, but if you want to, that's fine. Remember to lock in the air in your stomach, but remember again, talk to a professional trainer or a person at the gym who's qualified. Alright, so I grab the weight and I pull it to my thigh here. What I want to do is I want to make a kind of a wing motion, so I'm going to pull it out to here, and then I'm going to be going up. I'm going to be doing this anywhere from 7 to 10 times. The amount is up to you. You can do it with one arm, you can lock it with two. I'll show you both. I'll go one up with one arm, one up with the other, and then holding both weights. So from here, I bring it to the wing position, and have your hand at the side, hand in behind your head, or hand in behind your back. I'll just have it on my knee here, and I just go up. Okay, and I bring it back to the lock position. Now I'm not pushing all the way up to lock my elbow because that really does hurt. I'm just going to come to here, go up, come to here, go up. Now, if I want to do it with my left hand, same basic thing. I'll bring it up to my thigh, take a second to break, bring it over to the side, then I'm going to go up, not locking all the way. Now with two weights, if you want to interchange, so we'll bring them to here, okay? Get nice and rested because you brought it from a resting position on the floor. Pull one down this way, bring one here, and then you go to here, bring it all the way down, so you're getting a curl now. Bring it to the side, bring it down. So you're actually doing two exercises at once, and you may only get to 10 to 12 depending on the weights you're using. I know I can't do too many and talk at the same time, so I'm going to finish it off there. If you have a comment or question, drop it in the comment section below. If you'd like to check out the website or the blog or anything that pertains to this video, including any of the workouts from the past, check that in the description below. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night. Oh yeah, and if you like what I'm doing, please tweet, tumble, like, share, thumbs up, plus, pin, or do whatever you do, and please subscribe.